Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now this little package, I thought it was either I've got seeds on the order, I've got a plant coming, and I've got some watercolour paints. Obviously it's watercolour paints because I'm sharing it on my channel, but if you look at the tape and stuff, that's why I thought it was my seeds. The company actually uses like plants and stuff as like the aesthetic. So this is the company. I will have it linked down below. Now let me just double check what I ordered. I ordered one, two, three, four or five singles, and then a mixed bundle as well. Now I did just peek in here, there is a discount code. Now I won't share that because obviously I don't know whether the shop wants me to share that without you purchasing something. I'm not sure, it's just like a thank you sort of thing. So I'm just going to put that to one side, and they've sent a little card that says thank you Deborah for supporting a small business. If you love these paints, please don't forget to leave a review, positive feedback. And I've just been painting as well, so that's why I've got paint on my hands. So let's have a little look at what we've got here. Oh, little stickers. Right, so we're going to remove this packaging. That actually suits me to a T at the moment, so I'm going to stick that somewhere. Metallic paints are a little bit different to standard watercolours and need a little bit extra time to activate. Add 2 to 3 small drops of water to your paint. Wait 2 to 3 minutes for your paint to activate. Yeah, we know all this, but that's good for people that have not tried these sort of watercolours before. So I think it is all like the degradable packaging, which is nice, and it is stamped. So let's have a see how they all going to come out. I think one of them, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what's like artificial life. These are the mystery ones that I got as a bundle, and these are the other ones that I got now. Yeah, right, the names are on. So let me go back onto Etsy. And before I do that, I'm going to actually, I'll activate these and just get them all ready. I need to get a palette ready as well. I'll do these as well. That one's pretty. Please tell me these have got the names on. Yes, they have. Yes. Right. So you won't be able to see much at the minute. Oh, I love that one. Oh, I love that one. They're beautiful. Once I've activated them, I might even get as well some black card. Oh, I can't get this one off. That's what you get for not having fingernails. Nearly there. Nearly there. That's a lovely blue colour. I like this one. That's my favourite one out of these so far. Oh, and a black. Night Star. That one's interesting. That one's interesting. Right, I'm going to get my black paper. I've already actually got my watercolour paper. I'll get all these activated and then I will come back. So I've gone ahead and popped some white watercolour paper over the top of the black just to show you the difference. And I just found some really cute masking tape that fits with the whole thing. So I've activated them all. I think there's 2 colours in here that they've sent for free, but I'll go through them all. So the very first colour, now these are smaller, I think they're called quarter pans. I do apologise for my hands, but like I said, I have been painting. Right, let's get this activated. So it has been sitting there for a couple of minutes now. and this one is called Witch's Dust. So let's start off with, let's go on with the black. So this one is really, really glittery. Really glittery. Let's add a little bit more water to my brush there. I'm interested to see how these dry out as well, actually. So yeah, that's very glittery. I wouldn't say that's really, it's more translucent, that one. They will look slightly different as well when the paint is dry. Now the next colour I've got is, I do not know how you pronounce that, but it's this one. Oh, I thought that said laboratory then for a second, but it's like almost bronze brown shade. So let's try it on the white first this time. And that's a little bit more translucent. That's a little bit more redder than I expected, actually. So let's try it on the black. Oh, it's beautiful on the black. It's got like gold shimmers in it. So the next one, oh, I forgot to say that first colour was £1.50 for the quarter. I think it's classed as a quarter. This shade now that I've just swatched was £2. Gold Dust is the next one, which is this one, which I'm intrigued by this. It looks black with gold glittering maybe. Yeah, so that's going down like it's just gold glitter. Now, I will say that I have had a watercolour in the past. It was, well, it was aimed, they said it was watercolour, but once the pigment had dried, the glitter just fell off the paper. So I'm really, really interested to see if this does the same. Now again, it is translucent, but that is your black with gold. So that'd be pretty over, like, if you was doing a witch scene, like with smoke and a cauldron, that sort of thing, that'd be nice. That was £1.50. The next one is Fairy Dust, and it does actually say they're biodegradable, handmade watercolours, so everything that comes with the package, so that's good to know. It's Fairy Dust, so it's this one. This one, it looks absolutely beautiful. So I've got high hopes for this one. Make sure my brush is clean, because I've just been in the black. Oh, look at that pink. Let me move you over a bit. That one's really nice, and I don't think this is going to show up really, really well on the white. Now that is more like that'd be perfect for like fairy dust wings, that sort of thing. It's actually called fairy dust. Can you see if I move the paper around? I will show you in different angles shortly. Now that one is £1.75 for Fairy Dust. The next one is £2, and this one's called Crystal. So it's this one. Now online it looks like it's blue. So has it got the blue? Yes, it's got the blue glitter in it. So I imagine it'll be the same thing. So that's interesting. The last one, it's got like almost a turquoise undertone, where this one's got like a cream. So again, I think these would look nice over the top of something, not just on their own. We've got Prism. I think that's how you pronounce it, Prism. Now this was £4. This is slightly filled up a little bit more than the others, but not much. And for £4, I've got really massive high hopes for this, for the size of it. And yeah, it is pretty, all in different colours. I realise I just swatched it then completely off camera, and we'll try on this one. Yeah, I would say so far these paints are going to be good. If you've already coloured something and you want to add a little bit of extra something over the top, I don't see the justification for the difference in price. I've got to be honest. It is pretty, don't get me wrong, it is pretty, and you can see all the different colour glitters in that one. And then the last one that I bought as a single was Mermaid Blue, and that was £1.75. So let's move you up. Dampen my brush. Yes, that's exactly what it's like, a minty green shade. So the next two colours, I can't actually tell you the name because they were just sent as little freebies. I'm liking the look of the gold, so let's try that. See, that to me just, it looks, I don't want to say just, because I bet you it's hard making paints, I have no idea where to even start. But that to me just looks like, on the black especially, like it's just glitter. You can see there's a slight colour, a very hint of a colour. I mean, it's pretty, don't get me wrong. And then we've got this red shade, which that goes down and that almost looks like a rusty colour. Let's try it on the black. So I'm going to move to the set that I bought. Now this was a mystery set, so I didn't get to choose any of the colours, and these are half pans, I think. So I'm probably going to have to twist you round. Now, first impressions, I would say for the value of money, it's £13.50 for these 5 half pans, I think they are. I want to say half. Let me just double check, because I don't want to be saying that and then you order and then it's a smaller size than you think. So let me just double check. Size 13, the 5 quarter pans. They're quarter pans. I'm surprised about that. I thought they were half pans. So what size are them? They're not dot cards, are they? Let me just double check. The mini sample pans. So they're mini sample pans, right? So that's making more sense now. That's making more sense. So start off with the colour Cloud. Now this one looks phenomenal in the pan. So let's give it a test. Roll my sleeve up. I don't want to get paint all over myself. So this is a lot more pigmented than the other ones. So I want to test that just there so you can see right next to each other. So it does show up better. The colour shows up better on the white, but the glitter I think shows up better on the black. So we have a look at them. These would be ideal if you like card making, especially using the black. So yeah, chloroform. I can't even read that. I can't read that. If I just wipe the top off and then I move it to the camera's not going to focus on that because it's too teeny tiny. So this has got a brown undertone with green and gold glitter, I think. Let's try it on that one. I will say I do like the size of the glitter in this. I will show you when I've finished a couple of different watercolours that are similar to this. And I'll just show you why I like these. So that one is Sigil. Me and my reading today, oh my god. Sigil. That's a brown shade. And then we've got Moon Water, which looks like a lovely navy colour. That one's more translucent. Beautiful on the black paper. Beautiful. New Water's going to be all nice and glittery. So Night Star, this one. Let's try it on the black paper first. So you're just getting the bits of glitter. I'm going to lift that up in a second. And then let me try on the white. So the glitter's thicker on that one. So I just move it in the light. That one there is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And that is not the mega expensive one. That one's called Crystal. So I'm going to leave these to dry just for a second. Just while these are drying, I thought it'd be an idea. I've got these watercolours from Renaissance. Nice. That's yeah, the lid's broken. That colour that was the most expensive there reminds me very much of the one that's in here, and I think it's called Cullen. I think it was named after Edward Cullen from Twilight. It reminds me of that, but you can see, I don't know if you will be able to see actually because it's not dry, but the glitter, there's really fine glitter in these, really fine, and I don't want to say chunky because it's not, but there's a variation of different size glitters in them ones, whereas these ones, they're a really, really fine glitter. That one's actually metallic. Where are my KJ ones? They're my Inktense blocks. Is it this one? Yes, yes it is. So yeah, in this one, you've got all metallics. I'm just trying to find like a glitter one there. That's that really, really thick glitter in these ones here. And then the one that I was talking about, I don't even know if I own it anymore because I'm not 100% sure whether I got rid of them because I was very, very disappointed in them. No, it's not them. I've got some, they don't even sell them anymore, the company that I bought them off. No, I've not got them anymore. But they were a really chunky glitter, and I actually did a video about them years ago because I was really excited to get them. And they didn't work out that well, so I'm just waiting for this to dry because I want to test rubbing it with my finger to see how much glitter comes off. Now I totally understand that when you've done your colouring page you're not going to rub your hands all over it, but I personally think it's quite important. I keep going back to that bad one that I had previously. Even if I'd just picked the paper up and I was putting it in a folder, there was glitter everywhere. It was like a glitter bomb. So that's what put me off completely, even using them. Like I said, I don't even think I own them anymore. So I'm just curious. Now, that's dry. And I mean, there's a couple of specks. Nothing on that. A couple of specks with that one. Is that dry? Right, so far so good. I really like that one. What's that? Crystal. That's really nice. That's probably my favourite. Crystal and Fairy Dust, but I think Crystal more. It's hard to get on camera the true what they actually look like, so you can just see what I'm talking about. But I won't be using these just straight up. Let me show you this for instance. I've just been working on this page with some watercolours, glittery ones. I will just go straight in and like colour that leaf and it'll show the colour and the glitter will pop through, or the metallic, whatever. But with these I would already colour something and then go over the top. I think that'd be really nice. I'm wondering whether I've got a picture that I've finished off, and I think I'll be able to use one or two of these colours and show you what I mean. So this is a perfect example actually. So I've just coloured this page. There's some alcohol marker and coloured pencil. There's nothing glittery or anything on this page. So if I pick out a couple of colours, I definitely want to use that crystal. I might use the crystal on the leaves maybe. I'll use it on the leaves and let's see what else I can do, because I don't want to add loads and loads. Because I really like this page. I really like this page. If you're wondering, it is Mystic Art Mirrors. This illustration. So let me just double check. I might be able to use the Night Star. Let me check the swatches again. Or maybe something on the lips. I could use that purpley pink, I suppose. Actually, I'm going to use the fairy dust on her lips. And then I will use the crystal on the leaves. I think that's the best way to do it. Just add a little bit more water, a couple of drops. We'll do the lips first. Just mix up. It's really pretty, this one. You can actually see, if my camera will play ball, you can see the pigments moving around and get it absolutely everywhere. So let's try it. Let me zoom in. Much better. Move all them paints out of the way. So we've got the fairy dust. I'm going to spread that around evenly. Now I did put acrylic paint pen, the white that you can see, so hopefully it doesn't disturb that. And I will lift it up to the camera once I've finished. But let's do a few leaves with the crystal. It's difficult to see where you're placing it, so there we go. If I move the page, I can see where it's glistening. A little bit more water. Let's go with these ones down here. So this is what I mean. I think these paints will be really nice for going over the top of your work, not necessarily straight up colouring. And I will let this completely dry and show you what it looks like. While I'm waiting for it to dry, I need to figure out a palette that I can put these in. I didn't think that far ahead. So loading the brush up goes a long way. You saw I was dipping in it a couple of times. But yeah, it goes a long way. I'm going to let this completely dry and then I will show you the true results. Well, I've managed to find an empty, used palette of a fashion. I'm trying to get the magnets out and it's proving more difficult than I thought. But my thoughts on these paints, now I do own quite a bit of watercolours, metallic watercolours, glittery watercolours. My first thoughts, well, saying that, now that that one's dried, some of these colours remind me of, if you've ever used them, the super granulating watercolours by Sminka. I can't get this out. Some of the colours, now that they've dried, remind me of that. Like they're drying and I'm thinking, I can see purples, I can see pinks, I can see a bit of brown. You know, like they're separating, which can be really, really nice. But I was expecting them to be more like KJ Designs by Karen or the Renaissance watercolours that I absolutely adore. But in saying that, I think that these are absolutely perfect for this sort of thing. You've already coloured the page, like you saw that this finished, it was coloured. I didn't add any glitter or anything like that. And I think these paints have added just that extra something. Now, would I buy? I'll talk about them when I pick them up. I think this mystery set is an absolute bargain. I think this is really good, especially if you get really lucky and get one of these two colours. But the fact that these are $1.50, I think they're really good, and they'll last you a long time if you're only using them for like what I've just used it now. Just like little hints of glitter and sparkle. You know, not glitter bomb overload. I think they're ideal for that. I do like it, I don't like the price of this really expensive one, which was Prism. I don't understand. Maybe it's just made of different pigments. I probably shouldn't say that because it might just be made of different things. It's more expensive to make. That's why there is that price tag on there. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have said that. But I'll be honest. Has that one not got a magnet on? I'm going to have to glue one of them magnets on. Right, so put them to one side. I do think they're worth it, the little ones, if you really like the colours. Like I said, the Fairy Dust and the Crystal, they're beautiful, beautiful shades. And the Mystery Set as well, I think is definitely worth it. Now let me just double check. I think this cost me £29, including shipping altogether. Now I would have liked a miniature tin, something for it to come in. Now I was lucky enough, I've got this one that this came, it had mints in. I brought it back from Florida when I went. I don't even know where you'd buy these from, but it would be nice, like if you spent over a certain amount, you maybe got something just to hold them in. I'm just thinking of if someone's buying these and it's the first time they're buying these sort of watercolours, they won't have something to put them in. So that's one thing to maybe think about. Yeah, £29. It was delivery of £1.50, so they are in the UK. So this should be more or less dry now. And you can see, so if I just hold it there, it just looks like I've not put anything on. But it's just when you move it in certain lights, it really does catch the light. And let's see if I can catch it with my camera. It probably doesn't help because I've got this light on as well. So let me just turn this off. It's so difficult. There you go. They're really, really beautiful. They are, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely consider buying them two colours in particular as a full pan set, you know, to add to my collection, because the watercolours, the full pan ones, where are we? I just had it a second ago. The full pan watercolours, I've had these for years at this point, years and years, and you can see I've made good indents in some of the colours, but I don't think that I would be rebuying most of these. Now there is one colour, and I spoke about it multiple times. There's a colour called Liquid Chrome. I've already bought a backup of that because I know I'm going to go through it because I just love it that much. I don't just use it with my colouring pages, I use it with my own art. That's why I go through it so quick. But the impressions that I get is these are nice quality paints. You can tell that they're handmade, you know, that time, I think that's what you're paying for as well, somebody's time to make something like this. I like the fact that they do the miniature samples. I wish all companies would do that. I think it's such a good idea, because sometimes when you're buying a half pan, it's quite a lot of money to test it, and if you don't like it, it's wasted and you've wasted your money. So yeah, I do like that. So I will have it linked in the description, the information for these paints. It's so difficult catching it on camera. They are really, really nice paints, but I would only recommend the colours that I've chosen to use over a page that's already done. But in saying that, that blue is flipping lovely. I don't know if did I swatch that on the black? I didn't. Let me quickly do that. I'm sure it was this shade. Yeah, it was. Did I swatch that one out? Oh yes, I did. Now that I look at it, it's the, so on black that one's a bit, but on the blue, on the white paper, it's lovely. It's lovely. And sometimes you don't want really, really pigmented paints, so it's nice to have a variety. But I feel like I'm rambling on now, and that's probably all the information that I can give you myself about the paints. Like I said, I will leave in the description the shop on Etsy for where to purchase these, and if you want my recommendations, get the crystal and get the fairy dust. The little sample sizes, and then if you like them, buy the bigger sizes. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!